Hello and welcome to Knife Delights. I'm here to give you my initial impressions of the Sarge Knives Jet. And the Jet is a slide lock folder, and obviously this one is red in color, but they also come in black and they do come in blue. And I believe it's the same color blue as this, and I believe the blue is a brand new color. So I love the blue on this knife. You might like the blue on the Jet. I want to point something out right away. There's a couple little dings, one there, and I think right there. That did not come from Sarge Knives that way. That's on me. Don't ask, please. I did ding it up. I did ding it up. Okay, let's get on to a little bit of a review here. Now this knife comes in a very nice box, a two-piece box here. And there's their logo right there. And we can see here, this is the model number SK-832. So very nice packaging. So this is a slide lock folder, flipper tab here. And I'm going to tell you and remind everybody I have a problem with flipper tabs, okay? I'm going to see what I can do here. Not too bad. It takes me two actions. I cannot just flip it open on my own. I mean, with one try of the finger. I do have to use some wrist action there to get it to snap open. But here's that slide lock right here. Both sides there. So then you have to pinch both sides, pull back, and that releases the blade. Let's try this again. Well, of course, I'm following it. And I got to where I can open this pretty easily, but I'm behind the camera and I just can't get it to go. There we go. It's a little different when you're behind the camera reaching around the tripod, but it will go in one action if you use your wrist along with it. Now, it's got a very nice lockup. This lock here, as we'll see here, okay, there's a little bar across here. I'm sorry, a little bar down in there if you can see it. And I'll try to close it here, see if we can see it. There it is, snapped into place. It's locked underneath that bar there. So again, a very sturdy lock up there. And then release it. You slide both back at the same time. You see that action there? And then you release the lock there, and that blade just sits right down in there. Let me see if I can do it in one motion here again. There we go. Slide these back. You can see that drops right down. Turn it up like that, release the lock, and that blade just drops down in there nice and smooth. It does have a reversible pocket clip, this wire pocket clip here. And it is tip-up carry, which I know makes some people very happy. And before I forget, we do have a nice lanyard hole there. It is a brilliant red. Analyzed aluminum covers here, or handles. And we will, oh yeah, and they are adjustable pivots there, and they are running on ball bearings in here. So there we go. Look at this blade though. Just look at that blade. They list it as a drop point blade with a matte finish to it. And the blade length is 3 inches. And the overall length of the knife is 7 inches, and it is 4 inches closed. Look here on the tang where it says Sarge. And on the back side, if I can get it in here to read. There we go. It's got the model number there again, and it is 8CR13 MOV steel. So here's a look at the pile side. And again, it's got this It's not overdone, but it's got this really nice matte stonewash finish. Hollow ground here. I haven't had a chance to do a lot of cutting. However, I did open up a clam pack, and I want to tell you, this long blade, I should have filmed it and I didn't, but I got that blade in there and went around that clam pack, cutting out the item, and this thing just glided so smoothly through there. And it's wide enough at this point of the blade that you can really get it in there, and you can cut that plastic really close down to the cardboard, and it worked very well. Yeah. Now the list price for this knife on the website is $29.95, but if you use Knife Delights, promo code Knife Delights, you'll get an additional 15% off. So folks, that makes this a real budget knife. Very budget friendly. I do like the way how that flipper tab comes down here. It creates a small guard. And you do have the grooves here to follow the contour, so you can really get a good grip on this. I wear a large to extra large glove. As you can see, I can get a full 4 fingers on there. Very comfortable. The wire clip, you know, I haven't taken it in and out of my pocket a lot, but as far as creating a hot spot when you're holding it here and using the knife, I really don't feel the pocket clip too bad. That's one of my big complaints against pocket clips, is it just doesn't feel right in my hand if it's creating a hot spot. But this one does not. Very nice. And in the left hand, still get a very good grip on it there. And again, that tab with a nice little guard there. And as always, with a modern knife or a knife designed for one-handed opening, I always want to try it to be ambidextrous with it, if I can spit the word out. In other words, can I use it in both hands? And it's taken a little practice, and I need to practice some more, but I did get it open there with my left hand. And then I pull back on here. I let that drop and release, turn it over, and I take my hands off of that lock, and then make sure my fingers are back out of the way, pull down on that lock and release, and it drops right in there. So with a little bit more practice, I'm sure I could do really well even with my left hand. And I've had to do this with a lot of my modern, oh, see there? See there? A lot of my modern knives, I have to really practice with my left hand just to get it just right. But I tilt the blade down just a little bit. See that blade release? Then you can pick it up slightly, and you want to make sure your fingers are out of the way, because it really does drop. And then once you get it turned over, again, release that lock, and that blade just drops right down in there. So there you have it, folks. This is the Sarge and SK-832 Jet. Please visit www.sargeknives.com. Remember to use promo code Knife Delights, one word, Knife Delights. And hey, if any of my viewers out there, anyone seeing these videos on my reviews of the Sarge knives, if you do order one of them, after you get it and you've used it, please shoot me an email. Please let me know what you think of it. I think for the price, you just cannot go wrong with either this one or this one that I reviewed the other day. So until next time, have a very delightful day.